What if I told you that some people believe Jesus didn't actually die on the cross, that he merely fainted, recovered, and walked away, sparking the Christian movement with a lie? Welcome to today's deep dive into one of the most controversial theories surrounding the resurrection of Jesus Christ, the Swoon Theory. First proposed in the 18th century by H.E.G. Paulus, this theory claims Jesus never truly died, but merely passed out on the cross, later recovering in the tomb. But does this theory stand up against historical, medical, and theological evidence? Let's find out. If Jesus didn't die, can Christianity even exist? And more importantly, can a broken, bloody, half-dead man convince the world he conquered death? Here's what Swoon Theory advocates suggest. Jesus didn't die. He was drugged, taken down early, and later escaped from the tomb. Some even claim Roman guards were bribed or a hidden doctor was waiting nearby. But history and basic human physiology tell a different story. Roman crucifixion was lethal. Jesus lost massive blood, was flogged, pierced, and suffocated. No one survives that. Not then, not now. Even David Strauss, a 19th century secular scholar, dismissed the Swoon Theory as impossible, saying a half-dead Jesus could never inspire disciples to proclaim a resurrection. Let's explore the facts scholars on all sides agree on and why they dismantle the Swoon Theory. Jesus died by crucifixion. Roman soldiers were professional killers. Jesus was scourged, pierced, and too weak to carry his own cross. Medical experts confirm he likely died from asphyxiation and hypovolemic shock. The disciples believed they saw the risen Jesus. People don't die for what they know is a lie. Yet most of the disciples were martyred for claiming Jesus rose from the dead. If they'd helped stage a cover-up, someone would have cracked. But they didn't, not one. James, Jesus' skeptical brother, converted. James mocked Jesus before the crucifixion. But afterward, he became a leader of the early church and died a martyr. Why the change? Because he saw something that shattered his doubt. Saul of Tarsus, Paul, was transformed. Paul went from persecuting Christians to writing over half the New Testament. He didn't just have a change of opinion, he had a radical encounter with the risen Christ. That kind of transformation doesn't come from a hallucination or a hoax. Let's be honest, a wounded man crawling out of a tomb, barely alive, wouldn't inspire anyone to believe in victory over death. But a resurrected Savior? That changes everything. 1 Corinthians 15:14 says, "If Christ has not been raised, our preaching is useless, and so is your faith." The Swoon Theory sounds dramatic, but under the microscope of history, reason, and medical fact, it collapses. Jesus didn't faint, he died, and on the third day, he rose again, just like he said he would. The resurrection isn't a legend, it's the foundation of our hope. Jesus conquered death. That's not just theology, that's reality.